we get real. Hey, we get together. We get comfortable. We get real. Season 2.
Welcome back to
Uncut,
where we what?
We get together, we get comfortable, we get real.
So guys, we want to start by thanking everybody who tuned in for season 1. We're so thankful for all the viewers, for all the comments, and all the feedback we received from you guys. And we're so excited to be back with better topics, more engagement from all of us, and get deeper into things. So
we here, keep joining in on the conversation. Let's do this.
Click that subscribe button
Somewhere down here.
follow
And that notification bell, somewhere down here.
Follow us on Instagram, all of it.
Okay, so what are we talking about today, guys?
Okay,
you know what? Honestly, I actually wanted to mention this because I spoke to one of my cousins the other day, and she asked me a really interesting question. She said, has Uncut changed your perspective, like your friendship, in terms of how you guys interact? Like, has it made a difference? Has working together either like helped your friendship or made it worse? What do you guys think about that?
I think for us, it really, it allows us to always check ourselves or check. I mean, we've always checked each other, but it's like we're not the show. The show is us. Like we don't hang out because of the show, or we don't just see each other just because of the show, or do things just because of the show.
But I feel like, sorry to cut you off, I feel like Uncut has made us more uncut. If that makes sense.
It's made us like, more raw because we have something. It's like we have viewers, we have people that are watching us. It allows us to, like, even though we're honest people and we're always checking ourselves and we'd like to live in integrity and truth, but now we're being held accountable by people who actually watch us other than just ourselves.
And also, I think we mentioned this, but last time we met, we said that because we film a show together, we want to make sure that we build a relationship outside of that.
Right.
So I think if it wasn't for Uncut, we would have slipped through the cracks a little bit. But I think because of Uncut, we're like, okay, we don't just want to be talking when we see each other on the show. Let's meet up. Let's go to Lisa's house. Let's do different things.
It's allowing us to make that effort to do things outside of just the show, and to also have those, intimate moments of just, ourselves hanging out. Of course, we're being as vulnerable and as open with you guys as possible, but it also allows us to just hang out, have these topics or have these talks even without the camera around.
But I'm gonna say, like, back to what she's saying, it got us to be even more uncut. And when I say more uncut, I mean, like, now when we're even when we're talking offset, I feel like we've gotten to know each other in deeper ways. And I feel like even just the way we address our issues, like we will address our character traits like dead on. With no
sugarcoating, no
remorse. And it's like, I feel like some of it really comes from the fact that, like, I'm not afraid to kind of lose you guys. Like, I know you guys are my sisters. So it's like, I know that even if I tell, like, Priscilla, listen, you never show up on time.
I show up on time, okay? These heifers, they were late today.
Never show up on time. Or, like, when I say, you know what, Priscilla, like, sometimes we feel like, we're just going to air it out here. Sometimes, like, with Priscilla, we've said, you have to explicitly tell Priscilla what it is that you want from her, or else it's just gonna go up here. You know what I'm saying?
Or Michaela has the habit of cutting people off. Y'all ever seen these during the episodes?
Go back to season 1.
Yeah, go back to season 1 if you haven't. Michaela has.
But see, that's a good thing about Uncut, is that, like, we've learned different things about each other, and we're able to address. Okay, this is. I want to figure more. I want to tell you about this. Or I want to figure this out more about you.
And you know who to. The thing is, I know who to go to about what. Depending on, like, because I know who you guys are and what
we
your
each have a strong.
It's
not that we hide things from each other, but each and every one of us have like a strong suit. Like, so we might have your go-to person for prayer, or one go-to person for business advice, and it's great that we're using each other's strengths to be like, okay.
Or sometimes, if I tell Michaela something, I know maybe y'all might hear it, but I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that because they say no, but most of the time, or maybe if I tell Lisa something,
it's actually not
at least
true.
Is it not?
No,
because I feel like I'm saving time.
No, you're not. For me,
no. I wish it would be like that.
I'll just be like, yo, me and Priscilla had a conversation.
Unless I say, don't say nothing, then it's a different situation.
Yeah.
But if I'm telling you, this is what's been going on, and you happen to be talking to someone else and it comes out, I'd be okay with it.
She's not like that, but you tell me that, like, so I spoke to Priscilla, I know we haven't seen her in a long time.
Okay, now I know. If I want everybody to know,
tell me. But because with her, like, she's very, like, you can share things with her. Yeah. And even though you're sharing it with the group, if it's with her, she'll keep it for her.
She'll see we're learning about each other.
But you know what I like about this too is the fact that, like you were saying, that we're really raw with each other. Yeah. But we learn that through it all, our rawness is founded on love. Yeah. So whatever we say, it's not to hurt you. It's to help you. No jealousy. And that's why we know we're not going anywhere. I think Uncut has really solidified a sisterhood that we maybe wouldn't have had otherwise.
And that's a good point, right? I think, and it goes back to, we often have this conversation about, sisterhood versus friends and stuff like that. The good thing is that the fact that we're sisters, we're able to tell each other anything, everything. And no matter how harsh it can be, we know that it's founded on a place of love. Yeah. So if I'm like, Michaela, honestly, you talk too much.
I talk a lot.
You talk too much?
A lot.
But she'll know, okay, that she'll check herself to know that, okay, you know what, maybe what she's saying is true and it's not coming from a malicious place.
Yeah. Or just like the other day, we said, hey, Michaela, we love to hear the whole story, but we need you to what? Land the plane. And she took it well, surprisingly.
You guys will see this a lot. If you see this,
it means land the plane.
It means land the plane on the topic. Get to your point.
No, I have a question for you guys.
Go ahead.
Okay, no, go ahead, because you were going to say
something. I was going to say, like, in terms of, like, communication, I feel like I've become such a great communicator because I've learned how to communicate in different ways. Like, I know that we have a similar, like, communication style, but you guys communicate very differently. And because we've been in each other's spaces when we've had those, outbursts, or when we've had those, arguments, or, like, not really arguments, but I would say whenever we disagree, whenever we have those disagreements, like, I feel like I've learned how to talk to people that maybe are sensitive or maybe need to be spoken to a certain way or like understand where other like point of views. Like I feel like I have dual, I have more of a dual perspective now. I'm able to see how I think and how somebody else can be thinking at the same time.
And also our relationship, our friendship, our sisterhood is founded on love and also on rawness and honesty because we do a lot of things with each other. If you follow us on social media, like we're sisters or we have a long history. Yeah. Me and Priscilla work together. We all work together. Yeah, the show helps us, keep have a reminder to just stay grounded. Yeah. And to it's almost like more of a reason to just I won't say make this work, but allow this to grow. Yeah. Right? Because we're so much in each other's space all the time.
Yeah, no, I had a question for you guys because I was in regards to communication or even in general. What do you guys feel that we need to do better in? Okay. Like, what do you think that we need to do in order to, like, go into this new year stronger? You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to communication, because I think communication is, like, the main part. And like Michaela said, we all communicate differently. Is everybody comfortable with how the other person communicates? Or can we do better in communication? Or can we do better in other areas of our friendship?
So I'm just going to say, in regards to the group chat, guys, just audio, okay? I can't be coming out of work and there's 85 messages waiting.
But then it could be 85 voice notes. Honestly. So I feel like what is the difference?
No, because then you have all your ideas just drawn out.
But it's faster than sending 85 voice notes. I don't have time to listen to your
no, it's true. Because look, you're going to send a voice note. Somebody else is going to send a voice note.
Thumbs up.
You're still going to come back with 85 messages of voice notes.
I feel like unless bring all the content, all your idea, whatever. If everyone wants to put a thumbs up,
so our communication needs to be better in terms of.
Let's start with digital.
I feel like our communication needs to be better when it comes to 4 of us at the same time together.
Absolutely.
You get what I mean? Yeah. I feel like if we need to get on the phone, which we've said that so many times, but I don't know what's happening. It doesn't happen really. Because I feel like one-on-one it can be different. Like
we always have these one-on-one conversations.
Because this is the thing though. The beauty of us is that we're like on the phone. I think we suck at phone conversations, to be honest.
Maybe that's why we.
It's when we're together and just like when we're physically together is when we have like long conversations or we're able to get our points across a lot easier than just all of us being on a conference call.
So what do we need to fix in regards?
Okay, what do we need to fix
in regards to communication?
I feel like we've grown.
Not fixed. But
we have grown. I feel like maybe increasing our communication in terms of like having everyone on the same page somehow. Like if let's say you're MIA taking a break from social media for a bit, but we're talking about something, we forget that we're supposed to fill you in, or we'll do it late. You know what I mean? Like it's
like if you're thinking about Sorry. I cut her off. Okay?
At least she noticed
I know.
It's
okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
It's okay.
No, like...
Let's interrupt you.
See, now I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, too bad.
It's okay.
Too bad.
But it'll come back. But I wanted to ask you guys then, for people who are asking, because I've had that question, what would you say is a good tip for people to be able to work with friends? You know how you hear that thing about you can't live with your friend, you can't work with your business and pleasure. What do you think makes us so solid, and what would you give it like advice for people to be able to work with friends and not tear each other apart?
I don't know. We're not friends. This is the thing with us. We're not.
That's
It's so much different because like you know when you're like you could choose your friends, you can't choose your family.
Yeah.
I feel like we're so past friendship. It's like
it's almost like it's God given. We didn't choose.
We didn't choose each other, but now that we fit, it has to be. Yeah. Because you bring out something in me, I bring out something in you. There's something that you have that I need in my life.
But I would say.
I would say communication.
Communication is big, and I would say mindfulness, and respect for each other, for each other's time, for each other's feelings, emotions. For you know what I mean. If you have that mutual respect, you're able to get through the disagreements that you're talking about and all that stuff, and still be able to work well together. But when
honesty is a big one, because if you can't be honest with the person that you're working with or the person that you're constantly around, then you guys are either don't have a sisterhood or friendship, right? You guys have to be. It might be the thing is it might be uncomfortable, it might be hard, but if your relationship is founded on love, then no matter how hard you think it might be, that person knowing that you're coming from a place of love will receive it. Like it will hurt if it's a hurtful thing or whatever. If it's harsh, it will hurt. But because it's founded on love, and love, supports all things and is greater than all things, then you'll be fine.
From a mediator perspective, because let's be honest, I speak all three languages here. I think it's just like studying each and every one of you guys.
Get to know
really getting to know how you guys react, how you guys take certain news. What's your triggers? What are the things that you're more sensitive to? Being mindful. Not to interrupt you, Michaela,
but just to pinpoint what you said, I feel like that's not something everybody does, and maybe that's something everybody does because although we're a unit, I feel like we also need to build relationships individually with each other. You get what I mean? Like, see, for me saying, I could just help me, and I'm assuming everybody gonna know. Maybe nobody knew that I was on the social media, or maybe I should have hit up Lisa. And
then I get up at it because I didn't hear about it from Crystal. And I'm like, why didn't she call me?
You get what I mean? Or like, maybe I would say this: me and Deborah, I feel like we need to build our individual relationships.
And actually spend time together.
Exactly. Maybe outside of four. Not like we don't hang out with them, or maybe pick up the phone, or we'll talk for a little bit. You know what I mean? Or like I know Lisa's a busy mom, but maybe pick up the phone, talk to her for a little bit more, so that we can all be in that same place where it's not always on you.
No, because it's the habit of studying every one of you guys, spending time with each one of you guys, and understanding your triggers, because the triggers are the ones that break. I need to know if you're. Sorry, I need to know. I just need to know, where you're coming from. How do you see things? And that's why sometimes when you talk, I already know, like the way your mind is kind of set up.
So that's a good point to just give everyone is take the time to know the people you're working with.
No jealousy, no competition. Like make sure it's healthy relationship.
And also respect who that person is showing you who they are. If they show you who they are at face value, take them Take
it at face value.
Thank you. That was hard. Sorry. Take them at face value and respect that. And if it works, it works. If you're going to take what they're presenting you at face value and you're like, this is for me, great. And if it's not, then, hard decisions might have to be made.
And if in a group setting, make sure that individually, right? Like I think it's very important for everybody to get to know everybody individually, and because then I feel like not just in a group format.
Especially when it's a lot more people.
Exactly. Like we're 4, so it's a little bit easier. If we were 6, I feel like would have been all over the place. But even as 4, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
6. So
that's a bit about us. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for keep watching us, keep joining in the conversation. We love you. We appreciate you. Join us on any of our social medias. Follow us, comment. Subscribe, share, tell somebody. Thank you so much. See you soon.